wanted to start off the vlog. This past weekend went by so fast. I have no idea how. I did another social media detox for most of this weekend. I did get back on last night so I could post something on Instagram and ended up catching up with my friends who had posted over the weekend. The only thing I don't like about doing the social media detoxes on the weekend is I miss what my actual and real life friends are posting, because I feel like that's when they post. So that's not fun. So I like to try and catch up and see what I can Monday morning or Sunday evening, depending on when I end it. But it was so nice to take the time off social media. I was telling my friend Katie yesterday, we went to a Galentine's thing that my sister-in-law hosted, which was really fun. And we had a long drive there, but we were talking about relationship with social media, especially as being a content creator. And I was just telling her I'm just not in a mental space where I can safely, for my own mental health, consume a lot of the content that's out there. And it's not the problem of the creators, it's my own problem, my own envy and jealousy that gets stirred up when I see other people not having to worry about, working on Monday morning or being able to work for themselves and stuff. And I know this probably sounds really negative to start the vlog off. I am saying all of this because I know it's a relatable feeling and I struggle with it. I'm a creator and I literally struggle with it too. And it's especially been more difficult, I think, now compared to when I was working my last job, because I had been in the position of working for myself. It triggers this kind of pattern of thoughts of, oh, I tried to do that and I wasn't successful, and then I just get in a really negative headspace that it didn't work out for me. So watching it work out for other people, it's I am happy for them, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't trigger those jealous thoughts and envious thoughts. So for my own mental health, I like to detox from the social media when I can and really just consume the things that are helpful for me at the end of the day and don't put me in that headspace. And I think with time I'll get better, but right now it's just not the headspace I want to be in, and it just happens so quickly. I literally see a few posts and then I'm you know what, now I suddenly feel like crap. So all that being said, it also helps me to reflect more on how grateful I am to even have a job. I feel taking the social media breaks and stuff helps me, instead of so heavily focusing on the negatives of my situation and what other people are doing. It forces me to look inward a lot more and practice gratitude for even having a job, because I know a lot of people would do anything to be in my position. That is honestly the bigger thing, is taking that time for the gratitude that I wouldn't otherwise probably be having that introspective thought on if I were taking the time to scroll social media, because my thoughts end up becoming so consumed by the negative stuff rather than taking that time to be introspective and reflect on my gratitude for my own position. But all that being said, happy Monday. I'm gonna hop on to work. Griffin doesn't have work today because it's President's Day, but I do, and he is making us breakfast right now. But I have my team call at 9:30, so I'll probably just eat breakfast really quick and then run back up here. So we have a contractor coming by soon too. We have to get sheetrock put over where our ceiling fan in our room used to be, because they had to move it when they installed our new one. So he's gonna do that, and then he's also going to repaint our trim and baseboards. As you can see, the paint has always been peeled on the trim from when we painted these rooms when we moved in, because whoever painted before just, I don't know what they did, but painter's tape literally peeled the paint off, which is not supposed to happen. So whatever they didn't do, it affected the way that ended up. Really long time no chat. Today's been literally crazy. It's been a really busy Monday. It's probably 9:30 or 9:40, and I got off work close to 9, but I didn't really work from 5:30 to 7ish because I was eating dinner and then I had to get some sponsored content to go live, and it took me a while to do that because I had to do it on Instagram stories, Instagram reel, and a TikTok. And when a brand is gonna be using your content and boosting it and stuff, they have to get these ad codes, and you have to copy and generate them and then copy and paste them for each individual piece of content. And I'm always just super careful with double checking everything's right so I don't have to delete and repost, I was doing that, but Griffin made us dinner. We just had taco bowls. It's literally our go-to on our busiest days when we don't have any meal kits with us yet. We get one in the mail tomorrow, I think, which is good, so we don't have to worry about figuring dinner out and stuff. It's just been crazy too, because this morning we had the contractor come out to just like take a look at everything, because he's going to be painting our trim in here and in the office and then adding closet doors on, which that's something we could definitely do ourselves, but we quite literally just don't have the time to do that, like between the two of us. And I'm very thankful we're in a position where we can just like pay the money for it, but I don't really want to be doing that. I would rather us do it ourselves, but that's just not how I want to spend my time on the weekend at this point. And I'm starting to get to a point where I'm no longer really ahead on my content. I'm starting to get behind. So I'm gonna have to spend this weekend catching up on editing, and we have social plans already. And then Griffin took my car to go get like the emissions testing done that you have to do in Texas. You used to have to get like a state inspection, which you don't have to do that anymore as of this year, but you still have to get like an emission testing. I needed to renew my vehicle registration, and he took it and they were like, oh, you need a new battery and new brake pads too. So they told Griffin that because he took my car for me since I was working today. So that was $1,000 down the drain that we weren't expecting. But I do have a car sinking fund. I do think I only have like 800 in it, which I kind of knew I would need either new tires or new batteries soon, because my car is going to be 4 years old this summer, which I feel like that's a little early to need new brake pads. We were probably ripped off a little bit, but that pretty much happens anytime we take our car anywhere. But on the bright side, tomorrow is a new day. I did get a lot done today, which feels good, and I'm looking forward to having closet doors tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be so huge and make this room not really feel like a dorm room anymore. I am gonna read some before bed, but I am so frustrated because for book club this month we're reading Bright Young Women, and it's a book that's based on Ted Bundy and like the women's side of that story, and I think it's probably pretty creepy, thriller-esque at points. And it became available on Libby to me, which is great, because that like never happens when the book that I need to read for book club is available on Libby. So I got it through Libby. I need to start it because book club is in like 9 days. Haven't even started it, but I don't want to read it before bed because I will probably have bad dreams if I do that. And also Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, the tandem read has gotten so good the last 2 nights I've been reading. I just walked out. I'm about to leave for the office, but I pulled my hair back because I didn't want it to get all messed up, because it is kind of humid because I think it's supposed to rain. But tomorrow it's going to be so cold. The high's like 40 once it rains today. Last night I ended up reading Bright Young Women for about 10-15 minutes, and then once I could tell I was at a scene where things were about to just get not enjoyable, I was like, we're gonna switch to Throne of Glass now. And I only read like 2 pages of Throne of Glass before I fell asleep. I had plans of going to F45 this morning. I woke up and everything for them, and booking through Gym Pass, I have never had an issue with like booking the morning of, or there not being like enough Gym Pass allotted slots left. And it said there were 3 spots left, so I went to book it once I woke up, and then I was like, oh, actually there's none left. That was annoying, but my fault for not booking it last night ultimately. I'm pouring myself a lot of cold brew. I feel so much more tired when I don't work out in the morning. It's actually crazy how much it does for like my mental clarity. When I get mad about missing workout classes in the morning, it's not because I'm like missing a workout for the week. It's because I feel like a slug in the morning, and through the day I just can't think straight. Also this weekend, I didn't tell y'all, but I shattered my phone screen. You can't really probably tell on camera. I don't know. It's not like the worst screen shatter ever, but it's gotten worse since Saturday. Basically, I was walking Ella and I had my hands in my jacket pockets because it was really cold out, so I was trying to keep my hands warm. But I was holding my phone like through the pocket, not in my pocket, if that makes sense. And it slipped and fell straight down. But what I'm gonna say is I've had this case by case for about 2 years almost on my phone. It's broken right here and then it's like punching out from the side. So that just happened like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I need to get a new phone because I've been meaning to get a new phone. I think I've told y'all that my phone doesn't like, I don't get all the phone calls that I should be getting and that I am supposed to receive. Like they just don't come through to my phone for some reason. It's like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I've needed a new phone for a while, and this is a 13 Pro Max. I've had it for 3 years. I was planning on getting a new phone literally this past weekend. I just didn't feel like going to the Apple store and dealing with all that, or going to T-Mobile. So I was super frustrated because I was like, if I would have just gone and gotten the new phone, this probably wouldn't have happened, or it would have happened on my new phone, which would have been even worse. But I would have had a case ready if I got a new phone and stuff, because I plan on ordering a case by case before I get a new phone, so that I have it like from day one of having a new phone. Because I swear by case by cases, I have literally had my phone like fly across the street from out of my pocket from like running, literally slam onto the concrete and do cartwheels, and had not a single anything wrong. The only reason it shattered this time with my Case 5 case was because the case is clearly very worn out. But I mean, like I said, I've had the case for 2 years and it's protected my phone so much. So I'm not mad about the case breaking because I think they are the best cases in the world. But yeah, phone screen is shattered. I will eventually get a new one. I just haven't wanted to take the time on the weekend to do literally anything outside of the bare minimum lately, so I haven't done that. Today's workout fit is actually fully old Nuuly stuff that I ended up buying from my Nuuly. So jeans are Rollas from Nuuly. They are so comfy. And then my sweater is a Wrangler sweater from Nuuly that I bought last year, but I bought these jeans in 2023. And then my Circus New York little flats. I absolutely love these. Actually, I haven't worn them in a couple weeks, but just because it's been cold. And then belt is from Target. Guys, we have closet doors, but our room is a flipping mess. I didn't even think about all of this and like how much was going to be, I don't know, like needed to be done. Like I don't even know if I can get clothes to wear to work tomorrow right now. So that's fun. Just gonna grab this right here. We obviously cannot sleep in here tonight because there's stuff all over the bed, but I guess we're gonna be sleeping in our office. Now I need to get some work done, unfortunately, still. I'm not gonna do too much because my senior manager did say that there's not a huge rush on one of the things I'm doing, and I thought there was, so I think that's good. So I probably only need to work for about another hour tonight maybe, and then we're gonna read. But this is really hard to do the whole going in office and then having to drive back home and get back on instead of just like already being at home and being able to just like take an hour break. I just got so much more done in less time when I was working from home because I wasn't having the commute and stuff, but that's like obvious. And it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get home today because pouring down rain, and my phone took me like a totally different way home. I normally don't follow my phone's directions because I know how to get home, but Griffin texted me and told me that there was like so much traffic, so I went ahead and pulled it up, and it took me home a completely different way. The roads were literally so flooded. I drove through an area where the water was quite literally like up to where the bottom of my door is, and I was like, it literally just started raining. How is it already like this? So it took me forever to get home, which was not fun. I just picked up local foods on the way home, and I didn't get a clip or anything because I was just trying to get home, and then I was starving once I got home. So that's that, and now it's almost 8 o'clock already. Good morning. I am heading to work. I'm gonna get there a little early again today. Today's outfit, I'm wearing this Old Navy sweater, Target belt from yesterday, H&M, dark wash wide leg jeans, these little boots I got like $20 from Urban Outfitters years ago. Such a good purchase because I wear them all the time and they're so comfy. And then this cardigan coat is from Revolve. I don't know if they still sell it, but I will definitely link similar. But this thing, it was gifted to me, but I fully would have spent the money it cost on it because I have worn it so many times, and it is my go-to when it's freezing outside like it is today, especially because it's so long, so it keeps my legs a lot warmer. I actually got ready today because I filmed a brand deal this morning before work, or obviously before work. It's still before work right now. I went to a 5:30 workout class. I feel so much more energized than I did this time yesterday morning, so that feels great, and I'm really glad I went, even though it was a cardio day, because I haven't been to a purely cardio F45 class literally since last year, and I don't even know when it would have been, probably like October, November, maybe December. So it felt good to challenge myself and go to one of those again, especially coming off my period. I have more energy and stuff, so that is good. But I'll probably come home a little early today since I'm getting there earlier. That's a fit. I'm gonna grab a coffee from Bean and Bottle on the way. I already online ordered it because they have the mapleberry flavor right now, which they make all their syrups homemade, and their coffee is so good. But the mapleberry is like one of my favorite specialty lattes that I can get in Houston, and unfortunately it's seasonal, but when it comes back, I love getting it because it is just so good. So I'm gonna get that because my coffee cup from yesterday's dirty, and I have other ones I can use, but they spill and mine doesn't. So I'm using it as an excuse to get some coffee. Sue me. All this hype about mapleberry just for them to be out of it, but I got vanilla instead. I'm more mad that they gave me a regular and I paid for a large, but I wasn't gonna make them remake it. Just not my week or last week, but it's okay. Coffee's still good, so I'm not gonna complain. home from work. I'll show my outfit in a minute. Griffin just made us a breakfast dinner because we had some little Costco breakfast sausage that he bought this past weekend when he went to Costco, and he needed to cook the rest of it so we didn't have to throw it out. Just eating a breakfast dinner, little Kodiak waffles and eggs and chicken sausage. A continuation of this is just not my last week, or this is not my this week either. I got summoned to jury duty again today. I literally just went in 2023, I think. Yeah, late 2023. And it's crazy because I just like never got summoned when my home address was back in Florida and like when I was in college and stuff. And then moved here, and not even 2 years after being a resident here, I was summoned, and I'm summoned again. The only pro to that is I get off work, but I don't really know what's better. But I can read my Kindle when I'm like waiting to be summoned, but I just like hope I get dismissed because I got dismissed last time. I was one of like 3 people to get dismissed and not have to do anything. So I'm hoping that happens again. Today for lunch, we had Torchies because the specialty tax services group kind of just did a group lunch together. And that group kind of just houses property tax and provisions, which is what I'm in, sales and use tax and that kind of stuff. So I had a lunch with those people, which was good. I'm in the middle of posting some sponsored stories on Instagram, so I need to finish doing that actually. I screwed up and had to delete 2 of the frames, so I'm having to repost them. I'm always just like super careful with double checking everything's right so I don't have to like delete and repost, you know? So if you're one of the 100 people that sees these frames twice, I'm sorry. Okay, for today's workout outfit, I'm putting my jacket back on for you guys because it just makes the outfit look better. Jacket, same one from yesterday. This sweater is a kind of mock, well no, it's a turtleneck, definitely a turtleneck, and it's got like puff sleeves, but it's from Revolve and I also got it in gifting a while ago. It's very warm and comfy, and then these jeans are made well. I think they're the 90s vintage or perfect vintage or something like that, but I will link them. Belt is old Princess Polly, and then these boots are from Target. I just got done unboxing some PR stuff, but Griffin's making us some of these eat pastry cookie dough, or well, he's making us the cookies, but it's vegan and non-GMO cookie dough that you can eat raw or baked. I tried it raw last night, just like a little spoon of it, and oh my gosh, it tastes just like normal cookie dough. It's so freaking good. And he is making us some in there for right now, just like 2 little baby cookies. I think all the updates with like our closet and the painting is done, so I haven't even gone upstairs yet, so I'm gonna go check that out, do a reveal, and show y'all because I think it's gonna look really good and definitely brighten up the space and just look so much better than having an exposed closet. Gonna water the plant though first because it's quite literally dying right now. Okay, time to reveal the room to ourselves. I've already seen the closet doors on, but I haven't seen everything painted. I can see the closet doors right in front of me painted, but that's it. Yay. No more messed up trim. I don't know if y'all ever saw that close up in videos, but it was just peeled off from the painter's tape. But now it all matches. This trim is now white around our window. And there's our closet doors and painted trim. I'm gonna put a clip of the before in really quick. And then here's the after with the trim finally painted and having closet doors. Seriously, looks so much better. I love not seeing the freaking clothes right there. Even if our room was perfectly clean, it never felt clean because of not having doors. We've got this trim painted, and then our trim is freshly painted in the bathroom too, and then so is this door. Exciting stuff, but our closet is a mess because they had to take things out of the closet in order to like put the doors on and paint them and stuff. So we need to like reorganize it because right now it's like my things are on this side and this is normally Griffin's side and his are over here. And it doesn't totally matter, but there is like shelving over here that Griffin uses that I don't use. So I've got to eventually get this closet resorted. I need to move our mirror back in here and that kind of stuff. And we also had our office painted the same way. So they did that today, I think. So now the office trim and doors match the walls too. So we love that. It just feels a lot better and more uniform. But really the main reason we did that was because the trim looked so horrible with it being all peeled. And I didn't want to repaint it the same color it was because it was really just that color from before we painted the walls in here white, which they needed to be white because it was just so dark in here when we had first bought the place. So the white brightens it up a lot. Normally I would like love to have like some kind of colored wall, but just because we don't really get any natural light and also because of just how dark that color was, I really wanted white, especially with creating content and stuff. It helps make the lighting look better than it is and everything. So it feels so much better and looks so much better. I'm definitely most excited though about us having closet doors. Like that is such a big thing for us now. I'm gonna do a spin class on Saturday with one of my friends from work. So instead of working out tomorrow, I'm just leaving that to Saturday, and I want my body to rest. So I don't want to do a 6-day workout week, especially with how little sleep I've gotten this week. I want to be able to give my body like plenty of rest. So tomorrow morning, we're not gonna work out. Happy Friday. I am so happy to be working from home today. I can't even put it into words. It is so cold outside though, so I'm just bundled up. But it feels so good to be in comfy clothes and just like be in the comfort of my home this morning. I never even wear anything like that uncomfortable to work, but I feel like wearing your comfy clothes, you realize that even the clothes that you think are comfortable aren't as comfortable as comfy clothes, you know? I'm a little tired because I did not sleep the best. I ended up just doing like an hour of work last night, but I did it here at the kitchen counter on my laptop because the room just smelled too strongly of paint, and I didn't have my other monitor down here with me, obviously. So I was just on my laptop. So what I was doing definitely took me a little bit longer than usual. Showered and went to bed, read some, but the last 2 nights I've been so tired, and normally when I read before bed, I like kind of slowly fall asleep and I'll wake up a few minutes after shutting my eyes and then put my Kindle away. But the last 2 nights I've like hard fell asleep and been knocked out, and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night like cradling my Kindle still. So I didn't sleep that great last night though. Griffin told me I was like kicking him all night in my sleep, which I was having some dream like of trying to stop something from happening, but I don't know what it was. I can't remember, but I remember feeling that way, like waking up in the middle of the night and being like, oh my gosh, I need to stop kicking. Like I could feel myself doing, subconsciously trying to stop myself from kicking, but also subconsciously in my dream trying to stop things from happening. I just woke up a lot, so I feel a little tired. I'm really behind on a bunch of YouTube stuff, so I am going to respond to a bunch of things from my manager right now this morning, and then probably get on to work just a little early, like 30 minutes early, around 8:30. Today was so long. We're about to go over to my in-laws and eat dinner over there because one of my sister-in-laws is in town. Running on empty, and I just am not feeling great going into this weekend because I just got notified of like 2 returns I have to pick up in 2 weeks, and right now my schedule's at 100 hours in 2 weeks. It won't actually be that because they're gonna reshuffle some things around on my schedule to go to other people, but it's still gonna be probably pretty crazy because it's gonna be like 50 minimum, I'm sure, for just one project. So that's a lot for one in 1 week. So I think the anticipation of that is making me feel a little bit more stressed, but all I can do right now is just be in the moment and not worry about that. I need to finish editing a video this weekend and film a brand deal, I think, and I really just want to lay in bed for 48 hours and not do anything.